I'm a long-haul trucker. I stopped for a lost kid on a deserted highway in the dead of night. What I saw attached to him is why I don't drive anymore. This happened a few years back. I was crossing a long, desolate stretch of highway between two territories, notorious among drivers for being a dead zone. No signal, no towns for 100 miles either side. It was around 2 or 3 in the morning. I was in that weird state where you're not quite asleep, but not fully awake either. That's when I saw it. A flicker at the edge of my headlights, small, low to the ground. A shape, vaguely human-like. Then gone. My first thought? Deer. But it hadn't moved like an animal. It had been upright. Too small for an adult, too still. I drove on for another 30 seconds. Then, I glanced at my passenger side mirror. My blood went cold. There, illuminated by the red glow of my trailer lights, was a small figure, standing on the shoulder, exactly where I'd seen something. Every instinct screamed at me. Danger. Keep going. But another voice whispered, "A kid? Alone out here? What if they're hurt?" Against my better judgment, I slowed the rig, pulled over, put on my hazards, started to reverse. The red glow of my taillights eventually washed over the spot again. A kid, maybe 6, 7 years old, just standing there on the very edge of the gravel shoulder, right where the trees began, wearing thin, light-colored pajamas, no coat, no shoes. The kid wasn't looking at me. They were just walking, slowly, like they were on a stroll, completely oblivious to the 18-wheeler beside them. I rolled down the window. "Hey, kid, are you okay?" Slowly, the kid stopped. They didn't turn their head fully, still not looking at me. "What are you doing out here? Where are your parents?" Finally, the kid stopped walking completely. They turned their head, pale face, featureless in the harsh light. No expression, just blank. Then a voice, small, thin, like dry leaves. "Lost. Okay, kid, we can fix Lost. Where do you live?" The kid turned their head fully towards me. I could feel their gaze. There was a weight to it, deeply unsettling. "Home. Trying to get home." "Where is home? Is it near here?" The kid took a step towards the truck, then another. "Can you help me?" "Yeah, of course, that's why I stopped." The kid tilted their head, a jerky, unnatural movement. "They're waiting, at home." "And where's home?" The kid gestured towards the trees, towards the darkness of the woods. "In there." My stomach clenched. "Your home is in the woods?" "Lost. Trying to find the path. It's dark." "Can you come out, help me look? It's not far." Every rational thought screamed no. Get out of the truck? In the middle of nowhere, in pitch dark, with this strange child wanting me to go into those woods? I don't think that's a good idea. Best thing is for you to hop in here with me. We'll drive until we get a signal and call the police. The kid just stood there, that blank face fixed on me. "Please? My leg hurts. If you could just help me a little, just to the path." And then I saw it. Behind the kid, something stretched from the small of their back and disappeared into the shadows of the trees. At first I thought it was a rope, a piece of clothing snagged on a branch. I leaned forward. It wasn't a rope, it wasn't a shadow. It was a tube. A long, dark, thick tube emerging directly from the kid's lower back. Dark, matte, like a strip of night given form. It snaked away maybe 15 feet before disappearing between two thick pine trunks. It didn't reflect light, it absorbed it. My breath hitched, my blood froze. "Kid, what is that?" "Behind you?" The kid flinched, their heads straightened. "What's what?" "That thing, coming out of your back, going into the woods." "It's nothing. You're tired. You're seeing things." "No, I see it. It's connected to you." Silence. The crickets stopped. An unnatural stillness fell over everything. Then, the kid's face began to change. The pale skin tightened over the bones. The eyes became more shadowed. Something ancient and utterly alien passed across their features. "Just come out of the truck," the kid said. But the voice wasn't a child's anymore. Deeper, resonant, like stones grinding together. Come out, now. My hand gripped the gear stick. My other hand fumbled for the ignition. What are you? The kid's head tilted again. Pure contempt. And then it spoke. The words are burned into my memory. Why the fuck are humans smarter now? That one sentence. The cosmic frustration in it. The implication of past encounters. Of easier prey. I didn't think. My hand twisted the key. The engine roared. The thing actually recoiled. I slammed into drive. The truck lurched forward. I stared straight ahead, knuckles white on the wheel. I risked a glance in my mirror. It was standing there, unmoving. Behind it, the dark tube still visible, snaking into the forest. It didn't pursue. It just watched me go. The confidence, the patience, like it knew there would be others. When dawn started to gray the eastern sky, I pulled over and vomited onto the gravel. I sat there shaking, watching the sun come up. I finished that run on autopilot, drove my rig back to the yard, and I quit. I don't know what that thing was. All I know is it's out there, it's patient, and it seems to have learned its old tricks aren't as effective anymore. Why the fuck are humans smarter now? That question haunts me. It implies we weren't always. That once upon a time, people like me, tired and alone on dark roads, used to just step out when asked, and were never seen again. So, if you're ever driving one of those long, lonely stretches of road in the dead of night, and you see something you can't explain, keep driving. Stay on the well-lit roads.